Hi there, this is just a little fucking meme. We're gonna take a break from our usual scheduled Klaudio programming to do some fucking audiobook shit. Yeah. Basically, I've said in my first vid that I do writing. I still do writing. Because writing's my thing, and I'm trying to implement more writing into this channel. I've already done that with the Squidward video. I wrote a script for that whole thing and done little sketches to bookend it and whatnot because it was pretty fun to do. So I figured, why not just fucking do some audiobook shit of some of the stuff that I writ that you can take a little listen to and chill to. Because I know people like their audiobooks. I prefer audiobooks these days. I've been listening to a lot of them, so I thought I would do it because I've been doing voices and impressions and accents and that since I was a wee little boy. A little boy. That was a pretty weird way of saying that. Fuck me, I can't articulate today. I've been doing it for a while. I still do it. I'm pretty good at it, so I may as well do this because I think it would be pretty decent. So I'm going to be reading my stories. I'm going to be reading other people's stories. I was thinking about reading I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream because Arlen Ellison died last month or something. So I might do that. This first story that we're going to start off with is a very short one. It's a flash fiction that I wrote in college. Like the very first few months I was there, I wrote it. I still like it. I think it's very good. I think this was like the story where my niches and genres started to change a little bit, and I was trying to experiment with more stuff. So just fucking sit there, nice and fucking comfortable, and fucking enjoy it. Fuck's sakes. Also, this story will be on my WordPress, so check that shit out. Links on my Twitter. At Papa Coleman, also known as Yep, it's him, because I change it all the time. Okay, bye! The Happy Chemical. Our society found the perfect source of power that has made us self-sufficient and influential in the goings-on of the rest of the world for decades. Other, more simple-minded countries believe renewable energies such as wind and solar power will preserve the future of Earth. Rather, the future of Earth lies with simple chemical reactions. There are chemicals known as dopamines, which are released in the human brain upon doing something pleasurable. Eating good food, playing games, sexual intercourse and the like. We have discovered that the dopamine chemical is so powerful that it can be used as a power source if produced in a concentrated manner. Henceforth, we began devising methods to power our cities with the chemicals, but remained unsure on how to acquire and utilise it. The subjects who were chosen to produce the chemical for us were not volunteers. They were sick and lame, the destitute and dying. Being the foreman of the dopamine factories, I make sure to observe our subjects and ensure that the extractors are in working order. The process works similarly to a cow strapped to a milking machine. There is one subject, a particularly old man suffering from chronic depression, who is always saying how happy he is with all his friends and family. The luckiest man in the world, he calls himself. Always saying how he would never find himself alone again. He would always have someone there to look after him. I take opportunities like this to question him and indulge in his fantasies. Will your children be coming through to visit you today? I typically ask him. Oh yes, my boy will be coming to fix the television up for me. Can never get the bloody thing to work. I'll be bringing the little one too, he replies with a smile. There's always something wrong with the television for some reason. A glitch in the system perhaps. I'll need to reconfigure what he sees. That's lovely. You better get some sleep before they come then. Don't be ridiculous. It's only 1:30 in the afternoon, for goodness sake. Whenever he says that, I always get an itch that he knows something's going on. Don't worry, sir. I'll have you awake in time for your family arriving. Rest easy for now. Now wait a bloody minute, you don't get to tell me when I have to... This is when I must shut him off, lest his dopamine count drops too low. It's a surreal experience. He reacts differently from the other subjects. Unlike the others, he seems to have an inkling that what he sees isn't real, that what he sees is a product of his own wants and desires. We usually have to keep him sleeping for a few hours until he's ready to believe in what he sees again. Some chide our methods as being unethical, but life is too short to linger on such things. After all, we are simply being powered by happiness.